Genesis 32, redefining my life. It's been 20 years ever since Jacob looked his brother Esau in the eye, and he has been on the run for all these years until now. By trickery, by craftiness, he had run away from home after stealing his brother's blessing. He has had a rough road in life ever since he stole that blessing. He had to grow up as a shamba boy raising his uncle's sheep. He had to work for 14 years because his uncle cheated him in the wages just as he had cheated others. His name Jacob meant a cheater, a swindler, one who snatches other people's things. If he had gone on like this in the same line, he was to get worse. This night of life and death, Jacob sent his children off and wife and sheep across the river as he gets ready to meet the one he had cheated 20 years ago. He is aware of the pain he had caused. He is aware of the penalty he deserves. He also ready to die as long as his family runs off safely without him. Yet God had other plans. Just as you could think your life is over, God is about to have another plan. That night of redefining, the man Jacob wrestled with God till daybreak. He couldn't let go. He needed a new definition of who he was. He said, "I will not let you go until you bless me." That night, he was going to fight for a definition of a new identity from the one that gives it. The night of wrestling with God changed his status. We need to come to that point when God will change our lives forever. God is redefining life in this coming year, and it's the word that he gave unto us, changing statuses and changing names of people. In the year 2024, we expect a change of lives in many people that we're going to be meeting this year. Our statuses are changing from unknown to being known. Those who have been surviving are changing to thriving. The night Jacob wrestled with God was the last time he broke rules from what followed him all his life. His name had to change from Jacob the cheater to Israel, a fighter with God, because he wrestled with God and humans and overcame. Your name shall no longer be called Jacob. You shall be called Israel, because you have wrestled with God and you have overcome. Life had to change and find a new definition as Jacob fought to change his status. When the angel could not overpower him, for he was so strong, he twisted the socket of his hip bone because Jacob had fought so valiantly. Jacob is a kind of man who can finish a race on a broken knee. Jacob is a kind of guy who is so determined to cross over, unlimited by pain. He is so determined to redefine his life that he wrestled an angel from above and won him. The man said, "Let me go, it is daybreak." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go until you bless me." We discover that material possessions are part of a blessing, but they are not the real blessing. Jacob had lots of flock and several helpers and children, yet he lacked a blessing. He is still telling the angel, "I am not letting you go until you bless me." Material blessing was not enough. He needed the spiritual blessing. This night, we come to tell God, I'm fighting until me, Jacob, you change me. Then the angel blessed him there, and he called the place Peniel, saying, "It is because I saw God face to face, and yet my life was spared." That place where he met God, that location where his knee bone was twisted, that place where he sweated to get a blessing, he named it Peniel. You too have a place which has changed the bigger part of your Christian life, a place where you stepped and your life received a new blessing. That's your Peniel, where God met you. God wants to meet you at Peniel and redefine your life this year. Thank you for listening. Patrick, Living Word Community, God bless you.